Section 13 of 43, The Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Sue Ann Dozier. The Handy Cyclopedia of Things Worth Knowing by Joseph Trenans, published 1911, Section 13. Riddles old and new. They have feet, but they walk not. Stoves. Eyes they have, but they see not. Potatoes. Noses have they, but they smell not. Teapots. Mouths have they, but they taste not. Rivers. Hands have they, but they handle not. Clocks. Ears have they, but they hear not. Cornstalks. Tongues have they, but they talk not. Wagons. What thing is that which is lengthened by being cut at both ends? A ditch. Why do we all go to bed? Because the bed will not come to us. Why is Paris like the letter F? Because it is the capital of France. In which month do ladies talk least? In February. Why is a room full of married people like an empty room? There is not a single person in it. Why is a peach stone like a regiment? It has a colonel. Why is an island like the letter T? Because it is in the midst of water. Why is a beehive like a spectator? Because it is a beholder. What is that which a train cannot move without, and yet is not the least use to it? A noise. When is a man over head and ears in debt? When the hat he has on is not paid for. Why is a man led astray like one governed by a girl? He is misled. Why is a Jew in a fever like a diamond? He is a jewel. Why are fixed stars like pen, ink, and paper? They are stationary. What is that which is always invisible and never out of sight? The letter I. Why is a cook like a barber? He dresses hair. Why is a waiter like a racehorse? He often runs for a plate or a cup. Why is a madman like two men? He is one beside himself. Why is a good story like a church bell? It is often told. What is the weight of the moon? 4/4. What sea would make the best bedroom? Adriatic or Adriatic? Why is Ireland likely to become rich? Because the capital is always Dublin. What two letters make a county in Massachusetts? SX or Essex. Why is a good saloon like a bad one? Both inconvenient. Why do dentists make good politicians? Because they have a great pull. Why is the Hudson like a shoe? Because it is a great place for toes. Why is a race at a circus like a big conflagration? Because the heat is intense. Which is the left side of a plum pudding? The part that is not eaten. Why is a man who runs in debt like a clock? He goes on tick. Why is the wick of a candle like Athens? It is in the midst of Greece. Why are deep sighs like long stockings? Hi hos. What occupation is the sun? A tanner. Why are your eyes like stage horses? They are always under lashes. Why are your teeth like verbs? Regular, irregular, and defective. What word makes you sick if you leave out one of its letters? Music. What word of 10 letters can be spelled with 5? Expediency. X-P-D-N-C. Why should red-headed men be chosen for soldiers? They carry firelocks. Why is the letter D like a sailor? It follows the sea. Why is a theological student like a merchant? Both study the prophets. If the alphabet were invited out to dine, what time would U, V, W, X, Y, and Z go? After tea. How can you take 1 from 19 and leave 21? Roman numeral XIX becomes XX. Last words of famous men and women. "'Tis well," George Washington. Tete d'armée, Napoleon. I thank God that I have done my duty, Admiral Nelson. I pray thee, see me safe up, but for my coming down I can shift for myself, were the last words of Sir Thomas More when ascending the scaffold. God bless you, Dr. Johnson. I have finished, Hogarth. Dying, dying, Thomas Hood. Drop the curtain, the farce is played out, Rabelais. I am what I am what I am, Swift. I still live, Daniel Webster. How grand these rays, they seem to beckon earth to heaven, Humboldt. It is now time that we depart, I to die, you to live, but which is the better destination is unknown, Socrates. Adieu, my dear Morin, I am dying, Voltaire. My beautiful flowers, Richter. James, take good care of the horse, Winfield Scott. Many things are becoming clearer to me, Schiller. I feel the daisies growing over me, John Keats. What, is there no bribing death? Cardinal Beaufort. Taking a leap in the dark, oh mystery, Thomas Paine. There is not a drop of blood on my hands, Frederick V. I am taking a fearful leap in the dark, Thomas Hobbes. Don't let that awkward squad fire over my grave, Burns. Here, veteran, if you think it right, strike, Cicero. My days are past as a shadow that returns not, R. Hooker. I thought that dying would be more difficult, Louis XIV. O Lord, forgive me specially my sins of omission, Usher. Let me die to the sounds of delicious music, Mirabeau. It is small, very small, alluding to her neck, Anne Boleyn. Let me hear those notes so long my solace and delight, Mozart. We are as near heaven by sea as by land, Sir Humphrey Gilbert. I do not sleep, I wish to meet death awake, Maria Theresa. I resign my soul to God, my daughter to my country, Jefferson. Toasts and sentiments. Merit to gain a heart and sense to keep it. Money to him that has spirit to use it. More friends and less need of them. May those who deceive us always be deceived. May the sword of justice be swayed by the hand of mercy. May the brow of the brave never want a wreath of laurel. May we be slaves to nothing but our duty, and friends to nothing but real merit. May he that turns his back on his friends fall into the hands of his enemy. May honor be the commander when love takes the field. May reason guide the helm when passion blows the gale. May those who enslave become slaves themselves. May genius and merit never want a friend. May the road of happiness be lighted by virtue. May life last as long as it is worth wearing. May we never murmur without a cause, and never have a cause to murmur. May the eye that drops for the misfortunes of others never shed a tear for its own. May the lovers of the fair sex never want means to support and spirit to defend them. May the tear of misery be dried by the hand of commiseration. May the voyage of life end in the haven of happiness. Provision to the unprovided. Peace and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. Riches to the generous, and power to the merciful. Short shoes and long corns to the enemies of freedom. Success to the lover, and joy to the beloved. The life we love, and with whom we love. The friend we love, and the women we dare trust. The union of two fond hearts. The lovers of honor, and honorable lovers. The unity of hearts in the union of hands. The liberty of the press without licentiousness. The virtuous fair, and the fair virtuous. The road to honor through the plains of virtue. The hero of Saratoga, may his memory animate the breast of every American. The Americans' triumvirate, love, honor, and liberty. The memory of Washington. May the example of the New World regenerate the Old. Wit without virulence, wine without excess, and wisdom without affectation. What charms, arms and disarms. Home pleasant, and our friends at home. Woman, she needs no eulogy, she speaks for herself. Friendship, may its lamp ever be supplied by the oil of truth and fidelity. The American Navy, may it ever sail on the sea of glory. May those who are discontented with their own country leave their country for their country's good. Discretion in speech is more than eloquence. May we always remember these three things: the manner, the place, and the time. Here's a sigh to those who love me, and a smile to those who hate me, and whatever sky's above me, here's a heart for every fate. Were't the last drop in the well as I gasped upon the brink, ere my fainting spirit fell, 'tis to thee that I would drink. Byron. Caddy's toast to Hermione. Here's to the health of your Royal Highness, and may the skin o' a gooseberry be big enough for an umbrella to cover all your enemies. Here's to the girl I love, and here's to the girl who loves me, and here's to all that love her whom I love, and all those that love her who love me. I will drink to the woman who wrought my woe in the diamond morning of long ago, to the splendor caught from orient skies that thrilled in the dark of her hazel eyes, her large eyes filled with the fire of the south, and the dewy wine of her warm red mouth. Winter. May those that are single get wives to their mind, and those that are married true happiness find. Here's a health to me and mine, not forgetting thee and thine, and when thou and thine come to see me and mine, may we and mine make thee and thine as welcome as thou and thine have ever made me and mine. Industry, the right hand of fortune, the grave of care, and the cradle of content. Here's to the prettiest, here's to the wittiest, here's to the truest of all who are true, here's to the sweetest, here's to them all in one, here's to you. Our country, may she always be in the right, but right or wrong, our country. Stephen Decatur. Here's to our sweethearts and wives, may our sweethearts soon become our wives, and our wives ever remain our sweethearts. Here's to the girls of the American shore. I love but one, I love no more. Since she's not here to drink her part, I drink her share with all my heart. Here's to the one and only one, and may that one be she, who loves but one and only one, and may that one be me. A glass is good, and a lass is good, and a pipe to smoke in cold weather. The world is good, and the people are good, and we're all good fellows together. Yesterday's yesterday, while today's here. Today is today, till tomorrow appear. Tomorrow's tomorrow, until today's past, and kisses are kisses as long as they last. Our country. To her we drink, for her we pray, our voices silent never. For her we'll fight, come what may, and stars and stripes forever. Woman, the fairest work of the great author. The edition is large, and no man should be without a copy. Drink to me only with thine eyes, and I will pledge thee mine. Or leave a kiss within the cup, and I'll not look for wine. The thirst that from the soul doth rise doth ask a drink divine. But might I of Jove's nectar sip, I would not change from thine. Ben Jonson. Drink today and drown all sorrow. You shall perhaps not do't tomorrow. Best while ye have it, use your breath. There is no drinking after death. Beaumont and Fletcher. Home. The father's kingdom, the child's paradise, the mother's world. Here's to those I love. Here's to those who love me. Here's to those who love those I love. And here's to those who love those who love those who love me. Ouida's favorite toast. A little health, a little wealth, a little house and freedom, with some friends for certain ends, but little cause to need 'em. Here's to the lasses we've loved, my lad. Here's to the lips we've pressed. For of kisses and lasses, like liquor in glasses, the last is always the best. Come in the evening, come in the morning. Come when you're looked for, come without warning. Here's to a long life and a merry one, a quick death and an easy one, a pretty girl and a true one, a cold bottle and another one. The man we love, he who thinks the most and speaks the least ill of his neighbor. False friends, may we never have friends who, like shadows, keep close to us in the sunshine only to desert us on a cloudy day or in the night. Here's to those who'd love us if only we cared. Here's to those we'd love if only we dared. Here's to one another and one other, whoever he or she may be. The world is filled with flowers, and flowers are filled with dew, and dew is filled with love, and you, and you, and you. Here's to you as good as you are, and to me as bad as I am. And as good as you are, and as bad as I am, I'm as good as you are, as bad as I am. The law. The only thing certain about litigation is its uncertainty. The lawyer. Learned gentleman, who rescues your estate from your enemies and keeps it for himself. A spread eagle toast. The boundaries of our country. East by the rising sun, north by the North Pole, west by all creation, south by the day of judgment. When going up the bill of prosperity, may you never meet a friend coming down. May the hinges of friendship never grow rusty. Come, come, good wine is a familiar creature, if it be well used. Shakespeare. Shall I ask the brave soldier who fights by my side in the cause of mankind whether our creeds agree? May all single men be married and all married men be happy. Our country's emblem. The lily of France may fade, the thistle and shamrock wither, the oak of England may decay, but the stars shine on forever. The good things of the world. Parsons are preaching for them, lawyers are pleading for them, physicians are prescribing for them, authors are writing for them, soldiers are fighting for them, but true philosophers alone are enjoying them. My life has been like sunny skies when they are fair to view, but there never yet were lives or skies clouds might not wander through. The three great American generals: General Peace, General Prosperity, and General Satisfaction. America, our hearts, our hopes, are all with thee. Our hearts, our hopes, our prayers, our tears, our faith triumphant o'er our fears, are all with thee, are all with thee. Our national birds: the American eagle, the Thanksgiving turkey. May one give us peace in all our states, and the other a piece for all our plates. Opportunity. Master of human destinies am I. Fame, love, and fortune on my footsteps wait. Cities and fields I walk. I penetrate deserts and seas remote, and passing by hovel and mart and palace, soon or late I knock unbidden at once at every gate. If sleeping, wake. If feasting, rise before I turn away. It is the hour of fate, and they who follow me reach every state mortals desire, and conquer every foe condemned to failure, penury, and woe, save death. But those who doubt or hesitate, seek me in vain and uselessly implore. I answer not, and I return no more. John J. Ingalls. A health to our dearest. May their purses always be heavy and their hearts always light. An Irishman's Toast. Here's to the land of the shamrock so green. Here's to the lad and his calling so green. Here's to the ones we love dearest and most. And may God save old Ireland. That's an Irishman's toast. Here's a health to the future, a sigh to the past. We can love and remember and hope to the last. And for all the base lies that the almanacs hold, while there's love in the heart, we can never grow old. Some hae meat and canna eat, and some what eat who want it. But we hae meat and we can eat, so let the Lord be thanked. Burns. A little health, a little wealth, a little house and freedom, with some few friends for certain ends, but little cause to need 'em. If I were a raindrop and you a leaf, I would burst from the cloud above you, and lie on your breast in a rapture of rest, and love you, love you, love you. If I were a brown bee and you were a rose, I would fly to you, love, nor miss you. I would sip and sip from your nectared lip, and kiss you, kiss you, kiss you. Ella Wheeler Wilcox in Three Women. Strange, is it not, that the myriads who before us passed the door of darkness through, not one returns to tell us of the road, which to discover we must travel too. Omar. Away with the flimsy idea that life with a past is attended. There is now, only now, and no past. There's never a past, it is ended. Away with the obsolete story and all of its yesterday's sorrow. There's only today, almost gone, and in front of today stands tomorrow. Eugene Ware. God made man, frail as a bubble. God made love, love made trouble. God made the vine. Was it a sin that man made wine to drown trouble in? My character may be my own, but my reputation belongs to any old body that enjoys gossiping more than telling the truth. May your joy be as deep as the ocean, your trouble as light as its foam. The man that has no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. The motions of his spirit are dull as night, and his affections dark as Erebus. Let no man be trusted. Mark the music. Shakespeare. See the mountains kiss the high heaven, and the waves clasp one another. No sister flower would be forgiven if it disdained its brother. and the sunlight clasps the earth, and the moonbeams kiss the sea. What are all these kissings worth, if thou kiss not me? Percy Bysshe Shelley. Just a worryin' for you, all the time a feelin' blue, wishin' for you, wonderin' when you'll be comin' home again. Restless, don't know what to do, just a wearyin' for you. Frank Stanton. Here's to love, the worker of miracles. He strengthens the weak and weakens the strong. He turns wise men into fools and fools into wise men. He feeds the passions and destroys reason and plays havoc among young and old. Marguerite de Valois. Goodbye, God bless you. I like the Anglo-Saxon speech with its direct revealings. It takes a hold and seems to reach way down into our feelings. That some rude deem it rude, I know, and therefore they abuse it. But I have never found it so. Before all else I choose it. I don't object that man should air the Gallic that they paid for, the au revoir, adieu ma chère, for that's what French was made for. But when a crony takes your hand at parting to address you, he drops all foreign lingo and he says, "Goodbye, God bless you." Eugene Field. Language of precious stones. The ancients attributed marvelous properties to many of the precious stones. We give in tabular form the different months and the stones sacred to them, as generally accepted, with their respective meanings. It has been customary among lovers and friends to notice the significance attached to the various stones in making birthday, engagement, and wedding presents. January. Garnet. Constancy and fidelity in every engagement. February. Amethyst. Preventive against violent passions. March. Bloodstone. Courage, wisdom, and firmness in affection. April. Sapphire. Free from enchantment, denotes repentance. May. Emerald. Discovers false friends and ensures true love. June. Agate. Ensures long life, health, and prosperity. July. Ruby. Discovers poison, corrects evils resulting from mistaken friendship. August. Sardonyx. Ensures conjugal felicity. September. Chrysolite. Free from all evil passions and sadness of the mind. October. Opal. Denotes hope, and sharpens the sight and faith of the possessor. November. Topaz. Fidelity and friendship, prevents bad dreams. December. Turquoise. Prosperity and love. Tiffany's list of birthstones is somewhat different from the above and is given below. Birthstones as given by Tiffany & Company. January. Garnet. February. Amethyst, hyacinth, and pearl. March. Jasper, bloodstone. April. Diamond, sapphire. May. Emerald, agate. June. Cat's eye, turquoise, agate. July. Turquoise and onyx. August. Sardonyx, carnelian, moonstone, topaz. September. Chrysolite. October. Beryl, opal. November. Topaz, pearl. December. Ruby, bloodstone. End of section 13. Recording by Sue Ann Dozier, Kansas City, Kansas, April 12, 2007.